Hey there. This wasn't the plan, but we were two realtors in the same office, doing things differently. Then we realized that those differences made us stronger. So, this month, we're going to talk about how Andy and Kylene became a team.
So
So,
I'm Kylene Shannon from the Schildhorn Realty Group, and today you are joining us on our podcast, Ask. So that is answers, strategy, and knowledge.
yeah, and today we're going to change things up a bit. Many now know us as a team, but no, we really haven't got it out there. Like, how did we become that team? And so let's just talk a little bit about that, Kylene. Let's not do the educational stuff and what's happening in the market. Let's talk a little bit about ourselves.
Oh, that sounds fun and exciting. Okay, so I just want to start, and Andy, just so people can get to know you a bit if they don't already. So, how long have you been in real estate?
Wow. Okay. So I've been in real estate for just about 35 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And what I found in that 35 years of is that I've come across many, many different scenarios. And what I really have dug into is that I'm able to help my clients prepare for and anticipate dangers in when they're buying or selling real estate, so that we're ahead of the game and we're not reacting, but we're proactive.
So, do you think that somebody with like 30 years experience is more beneficial to a client or a person than someone, say, with 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to dump on newer realtors, but they're still
Yeah.
learning how things work, and they're learning personality, because real estate is not selling houses. It's
Mhm.
dealing with people. It's learning how to manage expectations and to help guide our clients through the process of buying or selling a home.
Interesting. Yeah. What did you do before real estate? Just curious. 'Cause 30 years is a long time.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I was actually in the mining exploration business, and on the
Wow.
BSE, and I managed several public companies, and I did that all through the 80s. That's a
Oh,
long time
nice.
ago, though. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, how about you, Kylie? How did you get into real estate? What was your step into the pond?
Well, I actually had a family member who was in real estate. He was my uncle. And I was only about 25. And I called my uncle up and I was like, hey, I've got my real estate license. I need help. Can I join you? Can you show me the ropes? And it was a very busy time for sellers, especially. It was 2008. And so
Oh,
I swooped in there and we, partnered up or teamed up. And, once I started seeing he was with McDonald Realty also for 25, 30 years. And I saw that he was always the top, three agents for sales every month. And I was like, okay, this man is doing something right. So I will, hone my services
yeah.
and skills, just, listen to what he's got to say and learn from him. And it worked out really well.
What? But what did you do beforehand?
Oh,
Like what?
before I did
Yeah.
customer service a lot, straight out of high school, I worked for TELUS, Rogers, eBay, handling a lot of complaints. I feel like putting out a lot of fires, gave me some sort of, strength in dealing with high emotions from people, which I
Yeah.
feel like travels into real estate because it is a huge personal, financial, family decision, and there are a lot of emotions involved. So,
Yes, there is. There is.
yeah.
I mean, and Kylie, we're in the same office, and we've
Mhm.
been together in the same office for a while. But I was just kind of wondering, like, like who we sort of gravitated towards each other. But what was your thoughts about me and how I did things, and like, who did you think I was or
Do you
am?
really want to know? I'm just kidding. Well, Andy, when I didn't know you at all, and I saw some advertising with the car, and I was like, oh man, I knew he was a top guy. And is he a cheesy salesman? You know what I mean? And I wasn't sure, but when I met you for the first time, I was like, oh wow, he's like empathetic and a good listener. And, I was curious about the car. I didn't know the story of it. You should tell that because it's kind of cute. I feel like it was the only way you could get the car that you wanted.
Yeah, the real estate marketing device. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, because my very, very first car was a TR3 way back in the early 70s. And so I was looking at them on eBay, or I can't remember where, and I pointed to a picture to my wife, and I said, what do you think? Can we buy it with this car? And she looked at me and said, you're kidding me. How selfish can you be? And I kind of slinked away thinking, oh no, I guess it's not going to happen. And then I dawned on me, real estate marketing device. Yes. Maybe if we can write it off as part of branding, it'll be everywhere that we do any kind of advertising. And she agreed. And that was in 2006. So I've had that car for 20 years now.
Wow. And that means I'll have that car, right, Andy? Or do we need a duplicate, a little red one and a black one?
Well, you've driven it. We've got, how to drive it.
Him, I can drive standard, just so you know. If you need me to move a standard vehicle, I've got you.
No, and Kylene, I have to say that, my first impression of you, you were partnering with Caprice at that time, and I liked the marketing that you did. And when I did interact with you, I thought that this is a person that has a head on their shoulders, that you're a doer, that you get things done. And I was impressed. And part of that is, like that slow combination of joining together, right?
Yeah. And even before that, our first interaction together was Andy and Nina went on holidays. Yeah. And I don't even remember how I got, maybe I offered help in the office or something. And I said,
Yeah, but I would mentor newer realtors, and I was going through many that I'd mentored and sort of got them up and going, and they would look after the business that I was when I was away. And we like to travel, we like to get away, but it was always that I had to do a lot of directing. I had to tell them exactly what to do because they were inexperienced. And then we started talking, and I asked you to look after my business when we were in Kona. And there we are. We're in Kona. Nina and I we're on a beach and looking at the big turtles that they're kind of lounging around. And there was a deal to be done. And I got on the phone to you. And of course, all the pictures that my wife have of me while we're on holiday is this. I'm on my phone.
He's looking
down
at his phone. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And it's really it's disturbing after a while. But so we got into a conversation, you and I, about this deal, and I had a light go on in my head. I said, Kylene, just look after it. I feel comfortable. You're going to do it. You're going to manage it well. I don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to tell you what to do. And I hang up the phone, and I turned and looked at Nina, and I said, wow, that's the first time I've ever said that. And that was, I think, the first building block of moving forward as a team.
And on the flip side of that, like for me, I have 18 years experience and you have, 30 or so. And, I knew that I wanted to, really impress you and show you what I could do, basically. I was like, let me show you what I can do, know? And it worked out. It was, we got that done, and then,
and so like looking at it now, Kylie, like how do you envision who we are and how we do things as a team? Like what do you think the parts are that make this really work?
I think that we are very uniquely different, and we mesh very well together, so I'm like a very outgoing people person, doer, live in the now. And not that you're not these things, but you have a great sense of organization and, looking into the future and kind of taking pace at certain things and different perspectives. I love that, What do you think, Andy?
Yeah. No, I mean, I look at you as a today person, and I'm a tomorrow person. So, like I'm a little bit more long-term thinking of how this will look in, 3 months or 6 months in terms of business. And you're saying, let's get it done today. So there's balance there, but it works really well, because if we did the same thing, we would both drown, because
exactly.
it would work. But we complement each other, but at the same time, we have the same desire and emotion to help our clients and have that drive and desire to make sure that the deal is done to their 100% satisfaction.
I love that. And I think we do both. We both care so much about our clients and what we can offer them. So building these systems is fun.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
No, it is. And, I mean, it's not always perfect. We do have a few disagreements, but that's the dynamics of it. It's like every great rock band, they didn't always agree. They had fights, they had, disagreements. And out of that came fantastic music.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And so that's what makes it work, right?
Yeah. Speaking of uniqueness, Andy, what would you say, what would be one thing that people may be surprised to know about you? What would you say?
Oh, wow. That I don't have a sense of humor.
Oh my God. He actually does. Okay, just saying.
But hey, I've got some rapid fire questions. Let's do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's okay, I'm going to ask you a quick question, one word answer, right?
You got it.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl all the way. I wish I could sleep. How about you?
Oh, early bird, definitely. I slept into 7:30. That's the first time I did that in years, because getting over some jet lag. But yeah, no, I'm up at 5:30, 6 o'clock every morning, no matter what. Yeah,
I'll take the after 10 p.m. texts, and you can get the 6 a.m. ones.
Buyer or seller? Who do you like to work with?
I like working with sellers. I do.
I love working with first-time home buyers. It's that enthusiasm, that wonder that they're starting their lives, that whole process, and it's wonderful to watch, and knowing that you're helping them get started in life. That's what I like best.
Your expertise goes a long way with a first-time home buyer. Hey,
oh, definitely,
because they're just starting out. So
Beach or mountains?
Beach all the way. Love the ocean. Love it. How about you?
Oh yeah, definitely beach. From our sailboat, I love looking at the beach. It's my quiet time, and I grew up on Second Beach in Stanley Park there. That when I was 5-6 years old, my mom would go down every day. We lived in the West End. We would go down in the summer and hang out in the beach every single day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Organized or creative?
I wonder. Creative.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to go with organized. That seems like
But you are creative too. He's got a really good eye for design, I find, and you can play the guitar really well, better than I can.
Oh well, yeah, but your singing is awesome. So hey, most likely to answer a text from a client after 10 p.m.
Guilty.
Yeah. But we're trying to do with our clients though. We're in our contracts. We're now putting subject removals at 9 o'clock, so that we're not waiting to 10, 11 o'clock to hear from the other party. And that we don't have to text our clients at 10 or 11 o'clock, that they know the answer by 9 o'clock. That's something that we've decided to do. I think that is really important. Huh?
Yeah. Any offer coming in or out, whether we wrote it or not, just capping that so nobody's waiting till midnight for their answer.
Most likely to get lost driving.
Unfortunately, I was raised on GPS, so it's created this mindless ability to, just follow it.
I've spent years in the bush with a compass, and so I need to know where I'm going. And I know
in the bushes, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I need you.
Most likely to talk too much.
Okay, first I thought it was me, but I think it's you. I think it's you.
Well, you're the
Because-
outgoing one. You're the, and I'm the quiet one. Yeah.
You're a very patient, great listener. So that can create long, long phone calls.
Yeah. Sure enough. Yeah. Hey, okay. So, but Kylie, what do you think the market's doing right now? Like, how do you see things?
No, I'm just kidding. Not like that. But it's relative. It's a different market, right? There's a lot of choice out there for people because if they're shopping in different areas, I mean, most price statistics for each area has actually dropped a little bit each month over the last 3 months. And so pricing is still very important.
Hugely important.
And preparation and renovations, it all ties in together.
Yeah. Buyers still have lots of choice. They have time. However, once in a while, we do see a multiple offer, huh?
Yeah, still. Absolutely. If it's price sharp, there are buyers out there. They're not MIA. They're only MIA if your product and price is not working for them. You know what I mean?
But I'm thinking of Travel Street. Like we were, what were we? We were at 1799.
99, yeah.
Yeah, like just under 1.8, and we dropped it to 1689, and it was a $110,000 drop. We had tons of showings at the 1.8, 1.799. At 1689, our client said, 10 days only. If we don't get an offer, I'm just going to close up shop here, and we'll take the home off the market. We did get multiple offers. We did get a full price, but we stood behind our client 100%. That if anything came in below that, we would not have bothered to negotiate it.
Right. Yeah. Because at the home inspection, they wanted a little bit of money off. It wasn't that much, to be honest, but the clients held firm. This is the price, and they remove subjects. If that's an angle you want to take, it's great to have that support in your corner that we can provide.
We need to be, we need to give our clients, that support, and we tell them that we've got you, got your back, that we're going to stand firm, and that the market price is what we're listed at, and so the market price is what we're going to get. Exactly,
because that gives them space to make that decision and then support it, and Andy, I'm just curious, what would you say is going to happen moving forward in the last, into the summer months here?
Yeah, because we've you and I, we've had a pretty good spring. It's been very busy for us, and technically, or usually you see in July, August, best time to go on holidays, January and August.
Yeah.
But I still think that there's a bit of pent up demand there, that it's not time to, get quiet about things. It's they're out there, buyers are out there, things are happening. And I think that it'll continue into July, so that, people still want to get into their new homes by September with their kids and all that. Yeah. Yeah,
that's true. A lot of people do want to move, before the end of the summer, if they have kids entering school, et cetera, et cetera. So.
Yeah. So I think that's about it for this week.
Yeah, I hope you got to know us and that you enjoyed the podcast, and we would love to hear from you. Any questions about topics on, real estate or any sort of facet related to real estate, please comment or send us a message.
Yeah, post in the comments below. I just want to say thank you for watching, and this is our regular monthly ask, and we'll be sending out notices for next month. And as Kylene says, we're looking for questions. One thought I had was, what are the subjects that you would usually see in an offer, and how important is a home inspection? That's an idea I threw out there, but we are still working on next month's subject.
Yeah, you got it. So help us out.
Yeah.